Hello, viewer. Welcome to uh, this series of Dynamically Learn Initiative. I'll be recording Kpsea videos for grade 6 learners, those ones who are being prepared to be candidates. Okay, you can help the child on the basic functionalities, like let's say slowing the video in case the learner needs to get more details. Otherwise, I want to say welcome and welcome again. So this question requires the learner to group the digits in groups of 3, starting from the right towards the left. So we can have 1, 2, 3, then puts a comma there. As you can see, 8 and 4, they're in thousands. So 8 and 4, if they are in thousands, so we can say it's 80, 80 of 4 thousands, 84,000. We don't say 84,000s, 84,000 and 72. So that's what learners were expected to give in that question. So question 2. In a hospital, 436,587 children were vaccinated against polio in a certain year. What is the total value of digit 6 in the number? So you have to write the number that is provided. That's 4, 3, 6, 587. So you're going to have 5, 8, 7. So for you to get the total value of digit 6, you have to know the place value concept. So this one is in the place value ones, and then this is in the place value tens. This one is in the place value hundreds, and then this one is in the place value thousand. So we can say the total value of digit 6 would be, so it takes 6 times 1,000, which gives you 6,000. So this was the correct answer for that question. So question 3, a tree nursery had 368,593 seedlings. Customers bought 27,364 tree seedlings in a day. How many seedlings remained? So if you find that we're having a word remained, this means that you have to take away. So you'll take 368,593, take away that the other number you have to write from the right hand side towards the left. So you're going to have 4, 6, 3, 7, 2. Then when you're taking away, you have to be very careful. For example, 3 take away 4. This is not possible. You have to borrow 1 from 9. When you borrow 1 from 9, you remain with 8. Then you make 3 to become 13. So 13 take away 4 gives you 9. And 8 take away 6 gives you 2. 5 take away 3 gives you 2. 8 take away 7 gives you 1. 6 take away 2 gives you 4. And 3 take away nothing gives you 3. So in other words, we can say we had 341,229 seedlings left. So those ones are the ones that remained. Yes, so you can see the answer is part C. Now let's go to question 4. A milk processing factory produced 19,468 packets of milk. How many packets the nearest thousands were produced? So we can have our number 19,468. We expect to round off to the nearest thousands. So students, when you're asked to round off to the nearest thousands, you have to get the value that's in the thousands place value, of which if we count, we have ones, tens, hundred, thousands. So it's this one here. So the number that will determine, the digit that will determine if you're going to raise it up or leave it the same way is the digit in the hundreds place value. So this one is the one that is determining. And then you can see it's less than 5. And because it's less than 5, what you can do, add 0 to 19, add 0 to 9, and when you do 9 plus 0, you're having 9, and then this one remains the same way. Then the other places you can substitute with zeros. That's how you expect it to give. So this one here is giving us 19,000. Question number 5. What is the next number in the pattern? So it's always important to observe the behavior that happens in this number. As you can see, when you take 8, you times by 3, you're getting 24. Then when you take 24 times by 3, you're getting 72. And 72, when you times it by 3, you're getting 248. So what happens when you times 248 by 3? So the first thing, ensure that you highlight the rule. So what's our rule? Our rule is timesing by 3. So you have to take the previous number, which is 216 times 3. So this is the same as what? When you times it, remember 216 is the same as 200 plus 10 plus 6. So this is the same as 200 times 3, which is equal to 600. Then you are having 10 times 3, which is a 30. And then you are having 6 times 3, which is giving us 18. So when you add all this together, you're getting 648. It's here. So you can also use the other methods of multiplying, like when you have, let's say, 216. So you have 216 times 3. So 6 times 3 is 18. You write 8, carry 1. 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1, you're getting 4. Then 2 times 3 is 6. Still, this method is going to give the answer that's provided there. The next question, work out this. So this question requires learners to master board mass. It requires learners to master board mass. So for example, if I write here the word board mass, I'll be able to know which operation is to be done first. For example, in this case, which operations? We have division, we have addition, and then we have multiplication, and then we're having subtraction. So it means that division has to come first. So I will do 24 divided by 8, divided by 3, which is giving us 8, and then plus, the next operation is multiplying. So 9 times 6 is 54. And then minus 4. So you can plus 8 plus 54. So 54 plus 8, this is going to give you 4 plus 8 is 12. 2 carry 1 is 6. So you're having 62 take away 4. So what is 62 take away 4? 62 take away 4, this is how we do it. 62 take away 4. You borrow 1 from 6 to remain with 5. 12 minus 4 is 8. Then 5 minus nothing is 5. Therefore, our answer is 58. Then next question. Musa spent 2/5 of his salary on food. So you have to write down food, the portion is 2/5. And then he also spent a quarter of the salary on rent. So you write down rent equals to a quarter. Then what's the fraction of the salary that Musa spent on food and rent? So food and rent, you have to do this. You have 2/5 plus 1/4. So in this case, you have to look for the LCM of 5 and 4. This is how we look for the LCM. You can start by listing the numbers here. You make them in table form like this. And then you identify the least number that can divide either, not all the numbers, the least number that can divide either of them. So since 4 is an even number, we can say that 2 is the least number that can divide it. So 2 can divide 4 2 times. Since 2 is not a factor of 5, yes, it can divide, but there will be a remainder. So you're going to carry 5 down, then you divide by 2 again, still 2 can divide 2. This one goes here 1, and then this one goes here 5. Then lastly, you can finish with 5, which divides here 1 and 1. So when you're getting the LCM, ensure that the last values you're getting here, the last quotients, each are 1. So the LCM is 2 times 5, which is giving you 2 times 2 is 4. This is 4 times 5 is giving you 20. So the LCM is 20. So once you have the LCM as 20 like that, you'll have to ask yourself, 5 divides 20 how many times? 5 divides 20 4 times. It's because when you do 5 times 4, you're getting 20. So we can say 5 divides 20 4 times. Then you take this 4 times by the numerator to have 8, and then plus 4 divides 20 how many times? You can see 4 divides 20 5 times. So you take 5 times 1, which is a 5. So when you do 8 plus 5, you're getting 13. So the fraction becomes 13 over 20. So that's what you're expected to give in that question. So the answer is an A. So that is it. That's what you're supposed to give for question number 7. Question 8. What is the value of 9 whole 5 over 6 minus 1 whole and 1/3? So for you to do this question, there are 2 methods, but the best way you can use is to separate. You have the whole numbers first, just take away the whole numbers. You do 9 take away 1, then put a plus sign, then 5 over 6, then minus 1 over 3. So 9 take away 1 is 8, then plus, get the LCM of 6 and 3. This is how we are getting the LCM of 6 and 3. So you can actually form a small table like that. Then you ask yourself, what is the smallest number? What is the smallest number that can either divide 6 or 3? What is the smallest number that can either divide 6 or 3? So the smallest number is 2, because 6 is an even number. So 2 divides 6 3 times. 2 divide 3, yes, but there will be a remainder, so we don't need to divide. So you're going to have 3 and 3. Then finally, you can have a number 3. 3 can divide 3 once. 3 can also divide 3 once. So the LCM of 6 and 3 is 2 times 3, which is a 6. So you can write your 6 there. Now, in this question, in this step, you have to ask yourself, 6 can divide 6 how many times? 6 can divide 6 one time, because when you do 6 times 1, you're getting 6. So 1 times 5, you're having 5 as your answer, minus 3 can divide 6 how many times? If you pick 3 times 2, you're getting 6. So it means that 3 can divide 6 2 times. So 2 times 1 is giving us 2. So you'll end up having 8 plus 5 take away 2, you're having 3 over 6. Now, if you continue with this, you're going to have 8 plus 3 over 6. So you have to ask yourself a number, what is that number that can divide both 3 and 6? So a number that can divide both 3 and 6 is 3. And 3 can divide 3 one time. And 3 can divide 6 2 times. So you're going to have 8 plus 1 half. And this is giving us 8 wholes and 1 half. So you can see we're having the answer given as option D. Alternatively, when you say alternatively, means using the other way, we can convert the fractions to improper fractions. So converting 9 wholes and 5 over 6 to improper fraction, you'll do 6 times 9 plus 5 over 6. You start by the denominator, which is 6, times the whole number plus numerator. So 6 times 9 is 54. 54 plus 5 is 59. So we're going to have 59 over 6 minus, the same way you do 3 times 1, which is 3, plus 1, which is 4, over 3. Then you get the LCM. Remember, we got the LCM. So the LCM is 6. And 6 divides 6 once, and 1 times 59 is giving us 59. Minus 3 divides 6 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. So you'll have 51 over 6. When you do 58 minus 59 minus 8, you're getting 51. Divide by 6, you're having 51 over 6. So you can do 6 goes how many times to 51? When you do 6 times 8, you're getting 48. So 6 can go into 51 8 times because of 48. When you take away, you'll have 3 remaining. Just borrow 1 here, then 11 take away 8, you're getting 3. So this is how we are writing the answer. We start by the quotient, which is 8, then our remainder, which is 3, divided by our dividend, which is 6. So when you simplify our dividend here, you can say 3 divides 3 once, 3 divides 6 2 times, and therefore you're having 8 wholes and a half. So still is going to give us the same answer. Okay, let's go to the next question. So in this question, you're supposed to solve a word problem, which has been given here. Wangeshi made a necklace using red and green beads. The red beads used were 25%, while the rest were green. So which of the following decimals represent the green beads? So you have to know that red plus green beads, they have to add up to 100%. So you're going to have the red beads, we've been told they are 25%, plus the green beads that you don't know equals to 100%. So you can say to get green, we just do 100% minus 25%. So we just do 100 take away 25. Then here we'll borrow 1 from 10 to remain with 9. Then 10 minus 5 gives you 5. 9 minus 2 gives you 7. So you're going to be left with a 75%. So you can say green beads, they were 75%. So now, how do we solve this? How do you convert 75% to decimal? So you have to know that when you say a number like 75%, we mean 75 over 100. So to make this one to become a decimal, you will start from your right, you move one step, you cancel the 0, move another step, you cancel the 0. So you'll cancel the 0 until there's no 1 left. There's none left. So it means that after putting this decimal point here, write 0 in front of it. Therefore, the answer will be 0.75. As you can see, the answer is there. Question 10. A tailor bought a fabric material. He used 0.23 to make a pair of shorts. So you can say shorts. In shorts, he used 0.263. And then 0.287 to make a shirt. So you can have a shirt here. We are having 0.287, and then 0.45 to make a dress. So you can have dress. We're having 0.45. So they're asking us how much fabric was used to make both dress and shirt. So if they say dress and shirt, we'll not include this. So we'll not need a shirt. Therefore, we need to plus the decimal representing a shirt and dress. So put a 0 here so that you can add easily. 7 plus 0 is 7. 8 plus 5, you get 13. 3 carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 4, you're getting 7.0. So you can get 0.737. which is here. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Question number 11. The height of water in a dam increased by 5% after it rained. It increased by 5 centimeters after it rained. What's the increase in the height of water in millimeters? So this question tested on conversion. So you have to know that 10 millimeter make 1 centimeters. So when they say 5 centimeters, they mean 5 times 1 centimeter. If I say 6 centimeter, I mean 6 times 1 centimeter. If I say mark centimeter, I mean mark times 1 centimeter. And remember, we say that 10 millimeter is the same as 1 centimeter. So you can say 1 centimeter is made by 10 millimeters. So you can have 5 times 10 millimeters, which is giving us 50 millimeters. So our answer is here. Number 11 is A. Question number 12. A teacher drew the following shape on the board. So this was the shape. So you're supposed to get the perimeter. So perimeter is the distance around a given figure. So we need to get the total distance around this figure. So we can just add the sides. So you take 15 centimeters plus 15 centimeters. Just like you're taking one lap. So we start from here. We go up. We drop that 15. We drop 10. That is 10 centimeters. Then plus we go to the left 8 centimeters. And then plus we go to the start point. That is 10 centimeters. So you can do this. So 15 plus 15, you get a 30. So you can do 15 plus 15. You get a 0 carry 1. You're getting 1 plus 1 plus 1 is a 3. Then you take 30 plus 10. This is giving you 0. 4, that is 40. Then 40 plus 8. You're getting 48. And then 48 plus 10 gives you 8, 5. So the perimeter is 58 centimeters, which is provided as option B. Okay, next question. A ribbon is 36 centimeters, 6 millimeters. Rehema cut 5 centimeters, 3 millimeters from the ribbon to make a flower. What's the length of the ribbon that remains? So we can write centimeters, and then here we have millimeters. So we are having 31 centimeters and 6 millimeters, then 5 centimeters and 3 millimeters. So in this question, to get the ribbon that remained, you have to take away 6 minus 3, you get 3. Then we borrow here 1 to remain with 2. And 11 minus 5, you're getting 6. 2 minus nothing is 2. So the answer is 26 centimeters, then 3 millimeters. So that's the answer for question number 13. Now the diagram you see is a compound shape. So the question reads, a wall of a rabbit hutch is in the shape of a rectangle and a triangle is shown. So for you to solve the question, for you to get the area of this wall, you have to know 2 formulas. So area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle is given by the formula length times width. Then area of a triangle is given by the formula a half times base times height. So you can see we are having 2 shapes. So this is the first shape that you're having, which is a triangle, as you can see. So the triangle has a base of 65. We are going to use the properties of a rectangle that the 2 opposite sides are equal. So we can get the area of a triangle by taking a half times base length is 65 centimeters times the height is 24 centimeters. So you'll get 2 divides 2 once and 2 divides 12. 2 divides 24, 12 times. Then you can do 65 times 12. So 5 times 2 gives you 10. So 0, you carry 1. 6 times 2 gives you 12 plus 1. You get 3. So that one is going to give you 13. So we are done with the ones part. So we put a 0 to mean that you're starting the tens part. So 5 times 1, you're getting 5. And 6 times 1 is 6. So you'll end up having 0, 8, 7. So this one is giving us 780 centimeters squared. So that's the area of a triangle. Let's look at the area of a rectangle. The area of the given rectangle is given by 65 centimeters times 74 centimeters, just as per what has been shown in the formula there. So we can say this is 74 times 65. So this is going to give us, we start from the 1. So 4 times 5 is 20, 0 carry 2. Then 7 times 5 is 35 plus 2. We are getting 37. Then we put a 0 here now that we are done, timesing with the ones place value. So you can do 4 times 6, which is 24. So you can have 4. Then we carry our 2 up here. 7 times 6 is 42 plus 2, you get 44. So when you add this, you're going to have 0. This is 11, 1 carry 1. So this is 8, and then this is 4. So we are going to have 4,810 centimeters squared. And since it's a compound shape, we can say now the area is given by 4,810 plus 780. So 4,810 plus 780. So when you add this, you're getting 0, 9, then 15, carry 1, this is 5. So you're going to have 5,590 centimeters squared. So be very careful. The units of area, they are centimeters squared. So you can see it's option labeled B. So that is it. Okay, now let's go to the next question. I'm clearing this part so that I can get a place to work. Okay, now I will write the answer here. So we just sum these two. So that is 780 plus 4810, which is giving you 5,590 centimeters squared. Okay, now for question number 15, Kimeto drinks 3.7 liters of water every day. So how many millimeters does he drink? So 1,000 millimeters make 1 liter. So you can say 1 liter is made by 1,000 milliliters. So when they say 3.7 liters, they mean 3.7 times 1 liter. That's what 3.7 liters is. So, but we know that 1 liter is made up of 1,000 millimeters. So we can just times by 1,000 millimeters. So 3.7 times 1,000, you can write 3.7 there. You move a step to the right as you cancel 1 0. So we moved 1. Then we move another step there. And then we cancel 0. So we put a 0 there. Then another step forward. Then we cancel this 0. We put a 0. So it means that you're going to have 3,700 milliliters. So which has been provided in option C. So that is it. That's what you're supposed to give for that question. Now, for the next question, we can solve it in a very easy way. So let me erase this one so that I can get a place to work out. So this one we agreed it's 3,700 milliliters. 3,700 milliliters. So when you're doing it with me, ensure that you're getting the same. Now, in this question, a road construction company mixed sand and small stones the mass of sand was 18 tons, 481 kilograms, and the mass of stones, small stones, was what? 12 tons, 394 kilograms. What's the total mass of the mixture? So to answer this question, you can separate the tons. You can say tons, and then we are having kg. Then for the tons, we are having 18. Then for the kilograms, we are having 481. Then we have 12 tons, then 394 kilograms. So they are asking us what's the total mass. They ask you the total mass, so you have to plus. So 1 plus 4 gives us 5. 8 plus 9 gives us 17. You carry 1. Then 1 plus 4, it's 5. Plus 3, you're getting 8. Then 8 plus 2 is 10. 0, then you carry 1. So when you plus the 3 ones, so 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives you 3. So the answer you are getting is 30 kilograms, no, 30 tons, sorry. 30 tons, 875 kilograms. So we can check the first answer. Option A was the correct answer. So that is it for question 16. Question 17. A tea processing factory distributed fertilizer to farmers using 4 lorries. Each lorry carried 24 tons, 205 kilograms of fertilizer. What was the total mass of fertilizer that was distributed? So there is something that you have to know in this question. When they are giving you a question like this, you have to write tons, and then in the other side you write kilograms. So we are having 24 tons, then you are having 205 kilograms. Then, given that there are 4 lorries, it means that you have to times by 4. So what does it mean? We are going to take 5 times 4, which is 20. So you write 0, then you carry 2. Then 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 2, you get 14. So 4, carry 1. So 2 times 4, you get 8. And 8 plus 1, you get 9. Then 4 times 4 is 16. So you write 6, then you carry 1. Then 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1, you get 9. Therefore, your answer is 96 tons, 940 kilograms, which is given as option number C. So you have to be very careful. At times you can be doing questions and then you fail to understand why is it that the answer you're not finding it, or maybe you select a wrong answer. So it happens. So students, I urge you to be very careful when you're giving your answers. Okay, that one aside, a flour company exported, it actually exported this value, that is 4,850,000 kilograms of fresh flowers. So how many tons are these? So you have to know that 1,000 kilogram is making 1 ton. So you have to think of how many 1,000 kilograms can you obtain here. So you can actually do 4,850,000. 4,850,000 you divide by 1,000. So these 3 zeros can cancel the 3 zeros. Therefore, you're getting 4,850 tons. So it's here, option C. So be very careful when you're dividing. Yeah, so the zeros, you can only cancel them if they are after a number. But if the zero is before a number, like let's say 205 divided by 10, you are not allowed to cancel like this. This one will be wrong. only cancel if the 0 is after a number, and we don't have any other number that's non-zero following it. So when you say non-zero, you mean not a 0. So we are having a question here. Wambua represented his high school to a music festival. So he began his performance in the afternoon at the time that is shown in this watch. So at what time did Wambua begin his performance? So there is one basic thing that you have to understand when you're given a question like this. The small hand, the shortest hand is the hour hand. So for this case, it's pointing at 2. So it's going to be 2. And then the longest arm is the minute hand. So each interval is, we are having an interval from 12 to 1, that's 5 minutes. Then 1 to 2, that's 10 minutes. So you can count like that. So from 12 to 1, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So it means that you're going to have 2:35. And since you've been told that it's in the afternoon, then it has to be PM. So you just find out the time that's in PM, and then you select it. So you can see clearly it is 2:35 PM, which is option number C. Okay. Question 20. The table shows the travel timetable for a train from Manga station to Pate through Nanga. So we've been given the station, arrival time, and the departure time. So a tourist travel from Manga station to Pate using the train. How long does it take? So to get the duration is the time it took for the tourist on the road. You take the arrival time at Pate, which is 11:54 a.m. minus departure time from Manga, which is 6:15. Now, when the times are of the same unit, for example, here they have the same unit, what you have to do, you can take away directly. Just borrow 1 here to remain with 4, and 14 take away 5 is 9, 4 take away 1 is 3, 11 take away 6 is 5. So you're getting 5 hours, 39 minutes. So the option A gives us the correct answer. Now let's go to question number 21. So we have this person called Ndemo who assists his father to sell clothes in a shop. So he sold a dress at 1,675 and made a profit of 390. So he's supposed to get the buying price. So to get the buying price, just take the selling price, take away profit. So our selling price was 1,675, take away 390. So we are going to have 5 take away 0, which is 5. We borrow 1 here so that you can remain with the 5. 17 take away 9, you are going to have 8. 5 take away 3, you are going to have 2. And then 1 take away nothing is 1. So you're going to have 1,285, which is given as option D. Now, next question. We've been given the area of a rectangular piece of paper is 72 centimeters squared. The length of the paper is 9 centimeters. What's the width? Now, to calculate the width, just take area divided by length. So our area is 72 centimeters squared divided by our length is 9 centimeters, which is giving us 8 centimeters. So, and then they've asked us to get the length in millimeters. You know that 8 centimeters is the same as 8 times 1 centimeter. And you know very well that 1 centimeter is like how many millimeters? Those are 10 millimeters. So you can do 8 times 10 millimeters, which can give you 80 millimeters. So that's how we were supposed to do it. Okay. In this question, we are given Omondi drew accurately the triangle shown on the piece of paper, so you have to measure angle L and M using a protractor, and then you provide its size. So this is how we measure. Just grab your protractor, uh, and drag it where we're having angle NLM. Okay, LMN. So the letter in the middle shows the portion of the angle. So it's here. I'm going to measure it accurately. As you can see, it's giving me 40 degrees. Let me draw a line guide to show me. Let me draw it. I need to have a straight line in that point. So I'm going to draw a straight line. Yes, as you can see, it's actually getting at 40 degrees. So the size of angle LMN is 40 degrees. Now, while picking litter in the school compound, Munya picked the following 3D object. How many edges does it have? So when you talk about edges are the cutting places. The cutting places. So our edges are these ones here. This side can cut you, that's one. Then we are having two. Then three. Then four. Then five. Then six. Then seven. Then eight. Then 9, then 10, 11, then 12. So you're going to have 12 edges, so which are marked there. Question number 25. So they are asking you, a carpenter joined 5 pieces of timber to make a window frame as shown. So which sides are parallel? Parallel sides are those sides that will never meet. If you check M and then you check P, they are parallel. So parallel sides, we have M and P. These two sides cannot meet. Then again, we can check N and Q. So if you check from your answers, any of these option can do. So which been given? Option C. That's it. Now, next question. Grade 6 learners harvested tomatoes. They harvested tomatoes from the agriculture project. The bar graph shows the amount of money received from Monday to Friday after selling tomatoes. So how much money did they receive? How much money did the learners receive on Wednesday? So we have to check on Wednesday. What did they receive on Wednesday? So if we check, this is the length of the bar on Wednesday. And then, as you can see, skipping this interval, they are moving in the intervals of 500. So now you can see this one is in the midway between 1,500 and 2,000. So here we can actually get a half of 500, which is 250. And when you take 1,500 plus 250, you have to get 1,750. So they were able actually to receive 1,750 from their sales that particular day. As you can see, it's provided as option C. Just check the full interval. From this place to here, they're moving by 500. From this one to this one, they're moving by 500. From this one by 500. From this one by 500. But this one is in the middle. So you have to take 500 divided by 2 and then you add it to 1,500. Now, next question. During a geometry lesson, learners were asked to describe the faces of a cylinder, pyramid, cube, and cuboid. Which of the following description was correct? So now, the first one, a cylinder has a square face. Now, this one was wrong. As you can see, a cylinder has a circular face. This is how we draw a cylinder. So a cylinder looks like that. So there's no way we can say it has a square face. A pyramid has a triangular face. That's correct. A cube has a rectangular face. No, it has a square face. A cuboid has a circular face. That's no. So a pyramid having a triangular face then that's correct. A pyramid looks like this. This is how a pyramid looks like. So as you can see, these faces are triangular. Then a cube has square faces. A cuboid looks like this, just a rectangle, and then they've been extended like that, like that. So we cannot say that it has a circular face. This one does not have a circular face. Next question. The table shows the number of patients who are treated for various diseases in a dispensary. Some of the information is missing in the table. So they are saying how many patients were treated altogether. A single stroke represents one. So you can see here we are having 4 strokes. So we can say the patients who were found in diabetes, they were 4. In this case, these strokes, there are 5 strokes. We include the cross stroke. So 4 strokes plus a cross stroke gives us 5, plus 1, it's actually 6. So to get the patients who are treated all together, we have to add all of this. You do 12 plus 4, that is 16. 16 plus 6, that is 22. 22 plus 8, you get 30. So you get all together, we have 30 patients. And then next question, question number 29. Ngei had some oranges. He gave out 4 oranges to his friend. He remained with more than 6 oranges. Use the letter P to represent the number of oranges Ngei originally had. Which of the following inequalities correctly represent the information? So in this question, if you look at it, Ngei had some oranges, but they've told you to use letter P. So you can say Ngei had P oranges. So if you give out 4 oranges, it's going to remain with what? The total number of oranges he had minus what he gave out. So this is what remained. And then they are telling us that what remained was more than 6. More than, we use the inequality greater than. So you can say P minus 4 is greater than 6. So you can see it's option number C. Then next question. A self-help group shared some money among 50 women. Each woman got 8,500. Use letter X to represent the amount of money they shared. Which of the following equation correctly represent the information? So they're telling us the women shared some amount of money, of which they've told us X represent the amount of money they shared. So when you talk about sharing among, we have to take this X and then we divide by the number of women. We were 50. Then this one here is now 8,500. That's it. It's just like when you're having 10 oranges and then you share it among two children. So you're going to have 10 over 2. So you can use this information to represent the above problem, and then you will end up having the answer as X over 50 equals to 8,500. So the answer for that question is option B. So that was the paper. This is the end of the solution. So you can always be lowering the pace of the video in case you feel it's faster, and then let me know your concern in the comment box. Okay, goodbye, have a nice day. Thank you for watching the video. Kindly subscribe, comment, and share it with your friends.